That echoes through every home, every heart. From the streets to the studio, we bring you real talk, real music, and real moments. We are not just a station, we are a movement. High Power 102.7 FM, the pride of the people.
The time is 12 o'clock. Good afternoon. Here is IPA 102.7 FM Midday News. I am Florence Ibhareman. First, the headlines. INEC cautions APC over 2027 National Assembly primaries. Presidency faces criticism over fake agency. On the foreign scene, ICC expresses concern over Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger withdrawal. And in sports, Galatasaray undecisive over the double bidding of Osimhen. Details of these and more in a moment. Please stay tuned. Glad to have you back. Now the news and details. The All Progressive Congress APC may trigger fresh controversy over its 2027 National Assembly primaries after restoring 6 senators to the party's ticket. The reversal, which affected 9 states, came as the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) declared that it would reject any candidate submitted by political parties whose name did not correspond with the outcome of primaries monitored and uploaded by the Commission. Report says the APC National Working Committee (NWC), acting on recommendation of its primary election appeal committee, replaced winners of the May senatorial primaries in Kogi, Abia, Benue, Taraba, Ondo, Niger, Kwara, Kaduna, and Ebonyi. The revised list restored the ticket of 7 senators, namely Senator Sunday Karimi, Kogi West, Emmanuel Udende, Benue North East, Titus Zam, Benue North West, Shuaib Isa, Taraba North, Adeniyi Adegbamire, Ondo Central, and Olajide Ikpinshagba, Ondo North, while Prince Paul replaced Edinburgh Erundu in Abia South. Presidency came under fire under fresh public and legal scrutiny over the activities of Adeniyi Adeyemi, who has been charged with 8 counts of conspiracy, forgery, and impersonation before the Federal High Court in Abuja. A human rights lawyer, Femi Falana, SAN, said the presidency lacked the constitutional authority to exonerate anyone in the matter and called for an independent probe of both the chief of staff to the president, Femi Gbajabiamila, and Adeyemi. The police has charged Adeyemi for allegedly operating a fictitious government agency, the Presidential Foreign Intervention Promotion Council, forging a presidential appointment letter bearing the purported signature of Gbajabiamila, and maintaining 34 bank accounts in the names of non-existing government bodies. The presidency, in a statement signed by the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Ononuga, the matter of Adeniyi Adeyemi and the fictitious Presidential Economy Advisory Council gave an account of criminal case, including the police investigation, report, the charge filed, and what it described as Adeyemi's long history of fraudulent conduct. Away from that and now to Lagos State, the Lagos State government has started the removal of illegal structures, makeshift shelters, and cleared roadside traders after part of the state was submerged by flooding. The joint operation, led by the Environmental Task Force, Kick Against Indisciplined Kai, Rapid Response Squad, RRS, and the Lagos State Waste Management Authority, LOMA, is aimed at reclaiming public spaces, improving traffic flow, and promoting a cleaner, more orderly environment. The Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources, Tokumbo Wahab, said the state remains resolute in protecting lives and properties and will continue to enforce environmental laws without fear or favor, regardless of whose interests are affected. Troops of Sector 2 of the Joint Task Force Northwest Operation Fasan Yama has dismantled an illegal arms factory in Kebbi State, recovering 5 locally fabricated AK-47 rifle and arresting 2 suspected gun makers allegedly supplying weapons to terrorist groups. The military said the raid formed part of the ongoing effort to disrupt terrorist logistics and curb the proliferation of illicit weapons across the Northwest. Confirming the operation in a statement, the media information officer of the operation, Fasanyama, Lieutenant Colonel Aliyu Danja, said the troop acted on credible intelligence to dismantle the illegal arm network. This media news is coming to you from iPower 102.7 FM in Murili, Owo. Still to come on the foreign scene, ICC expressed concern over Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger withdrawal. And in sports, Galatasaray undecisive over the double bidding of Osimhen.
Whether you're tuning in for breaking news, in-depth analysis, or community updates, Hyper 102.7 FM remains your most trusted source. Because when it comes to news, the truth matters. Hyper FM 102.7.
Welcome back. To be a part of our program, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok at iPower1027 FM. We are also on Radio Garden. Now to the foreign scene. The International Criminal Court (ICC), based in Hague, for the prosecution of individuals for war crimes and crimes against humanity, have voiced concern over the withdrawal of Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, saying it undermines global pursuits of justice. The 3 military-led West African state pulled out of court last year, calling it an instrument of neo-colonial repression in the hands of imperialism, while the former ECOWAS member formed an alliance of Sahel states in 2024. The RCC's Assembly of State Parties, which represent the countries that makes up the court, said it regretted their departure, while stating that countries leaving the court risk undermining the collective pursuit of justice and weakening global effort to end impunity. The court has 112 current members, but several major powers including China, India, Russia, the US, and Israel have not joined. Still on the foreign scene, Russian missile and drone strike tore open apartment building in Kyiv, killing at least 13 people and wounding dozens, hours after President Volodymyr Zelensky warned that Moscow was preparing a massive attack. It could be recalled that Russia had routinely launched waves of missiles and drones at Ukrainian cities, including Kyiv, during its more than 4 years invasion, which has becomes Europeans' deadliest conflict since World War II. And in sport, Galatasaray have reportedly received a €120 million offer from Saudi Arabian club for Super Eagles striker Victor Osimhen, with the Turkish champion now having two separate bids as the summer transfer window intensifies around their prize asset. Turkish transfer report that Galatasaray now have two distinct €120 million proposal on the table, one from the European club and another from Saudi Arabia, though the identity of the Saudi club has not been disclosed. The development comes after Atletico Madrid were previously linked with a bid of the same amount, while a separate unnamed European club was said to have made a verbal offer of €125 million. Despite the extraordinary level of interest from multiple continents, Galatasaray have shown no indication of changing their position in the Turkish Super League champion are determined to keep Osimhen in Istanbul, with the club officially reported viewing the 27-year-old as the most important player in their squad and the cornerstone around whom the next phase of team development will be built. To end the iPod 102.7 FM Midday News, let us take another look at the main point. We told you in the course of the bulletin that the All Progressive Congress APC may trigger fresh controversy over its 2027 National Assembly primaries after restoring 6 senators to the party's ticket. We also informed you that the presidency came under fresh public and legal scrutiny over the activities of Adeniyi Adeyemi, who has been charged with 8 counts of conspiracy, forgery and impersonation before the Federal High Court in Abuja. On the foreign scene, we informed you that the International Criminal Court (ICC), based in Hague, for the prosecution of individuals for war crimes and crimes against humanity, has voiced concern over the withdrawal of Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger. And in sport, Galatasaray has reportedly received a